So far, in the last few verses, we've been told knowledge is the key to remove the delusions that we suffer from. And going to a guru, a mentor, can help us achieve that. A guru can impart knowledge, wisdom, or they can show us the path to both knowledge and wisdom. Of course, wisdom is something that can only be attained through experience. It cannot be taught. So that's what we heard so far. But in the next verse, Gita sort of emphatically stresses that knowledge is ultimate. That is, even the worst blunders we commit in our lives. We are humans. To err is human. We make small mistakes, big mistakes, blunders. Our actions have consequences. Not all of them have good consequences. Good is good. We don't have to worry about them. We usually don't worry about them. But bad, we feel guilt. Really blunderous ones, we feel extreme guilt. And the Gita says in the next verse, verse 35, that knowledge attained from gurus or yourself is like a raft that will help you cross a river to get to the other side instead of being stuck on the side of guilt. And the analogy continues in the next verse. Fire is important in our tradition, Agni. But then science also says fire is fundamental to our survival. In fact, the scientific explanation of creation is very similar to the Vedas, and it claims that everything began from a ball of fire, the Big Bang. And that is used as an analogy in the next verse, verse 36, in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4. It says, like wood is burnt and made into ash by the fire, knowledge can destroy the consequences of actions. So if you throw rotten wood, that becomes ash. If you throw sandalwood, that becomes ash. The point that is to be taken, the gist of it is that good knowledge removes the consequences of actions, irrespective of whether those consequences are good or bad. Neither is important. It's not very easy for humans like me to understand that and accept it. I feel guilt when I make mistakes. And knowledge will help me balance the two, irrespective of what the consequences are. Where do we get that knowledge? What is that knowledge? That still is difficult. Of course, the gurus are supposed to tell us. It's about me, knowledge about divinity. But how and what is it? In chapter 7, there is a lot of discussion about both the knowledge, in that sense, the one that I just mentioned, and scientific knowledge. We'll get to that.